The winner of the $754.6 million Powerball jackpot was found to be an employee of US plane maker Boeing. The interesting part of the story, particularly related to aviation, is that the lucky draw might not have happened without an historic aviation milestone. Let's explore what happened in today's video. Becky Bell, a supply chain analyst who worked for the Boeing company for 36 years, recently won the $754.6 million Powerball jackpot. Bell bought the winning ticket on February 5, 2023, just days after Boeing delivered its final 747 jumbo jet. The Queen of the Skies, Boeing's iconic 747 aircraft, ended an important chapter on January 31, 2023, as the final unit was delivered to Atlas Air in a grand ceremony. The historic moment marked the end of a 55-year production run, during which 1,574 units were built in Everett, Washington state. So how does this all connect to a big lottery winning? Well, Bell had already purchased one Powerball ticket, but the estimated jackpot of $747 million at the time seemed like a good omen to the seasoned employee of the Boeing Machine Fabrication Manufacturing Business Unit, or MBU, in Auburn. Bell told the Washington Lottery, "That's when it hit me. I had to buy one more ticket." That second ticket, inspired by the legendary aircraft type, ended up being the sole winning ticket for the February 6 drawing. Bell added, "You can imagine my shock when I realized what had just happened. I just broke down and cried." After selecting the lump sum cash payment of $407.2 million, Bell received a net payout of nearly $309.5 million following deductions for state and federal taxes. The jackpot was the fifth largest prize in Powerball's history and the ninth biggest in US lottery history. This is the second time a Powerball jackpot has been won in Auburn, according to the Washington Lottery. Interestingly, the first winner, which won a $90 million jackpot in 2014, was the spouse of another Boeing employee who worked at the same facility as Bell. But before any conspiracy theories get posted, it's important to note that Auburn is a major source of Boeing employees. Bell's win is a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected events can change our lives forever. But it's not the only time that aviation and a lottery have intersected, though not always as successfully. In January 2020, Mexican President López Obrador offered to raffle off a presidential plane. The president stated that a Boeing 787 Dreamliner outfitted for governmental VIP transport was excessively luxurious for a nation where half of the population lives in poverty, and thus decided to sell it. However, after almost a year of being on the market, the aircraft failed to find a buyer. Thus, Obrador suggested that the National Lottery could sell 6 million tickets priced at 500 pesos or $27 each to raffle the plane. Ultimately, however, this lottery was scrapped, judged too problematic for the lucky winner who would have to shell out money to maintain an aircraft that lacked any buyers. What do you think of this story? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.